Alright guys, here we are. It is week 4, the last week of the 2019 Postal match. Our first one. Thanks a ton for participating and being part of it. I'm already looking forward to the next one, which I hope to do sometime next spring, maybe April, right as the weather kind of starts to turn across the country. We'll have everything set up and ready to go, and really tuned in for the next time. So if you have any feedback on how this one went, please, guys, go ahead, send it over, and we'll definitely take into account for the next one. I also want to apologize for not having a range video for this week. After doing some sampling and getting everything figured out, we realized we're going to have to make some adjustments to the drill and the target to make sure that we could accurately score everything at the range that we were trying to do it at. So I got up this morning to go film another range video, and it was snowing in Idaho in December. Go figure that. So here we are. We're in my office. We're going to go over the drill and get you guys ready to complete the match. So week number 4 is dot torture. If you're not familiar with dot torture, I think it's a 50 round. I forgot to add up the exact number of shots, but you'll have that on the score sheet, obviously. Drill that is definitely challenging. If you've shot it before, you know you can get yourself in a pickle pretty quickly if you're not executing your fundamentals correctly. Since we don't have the range video, guys, I'm going to go over everything pretty detailed, so bear with me here for a second. The standards for this one, we're going to shoot it at 5 yards. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, if you haven't shot it before, you're in for a treat for sure. 5 yards is not an easy distance to shoot this drill, even if you're pretty good. So 5 yards away, 15 feet. If you check the downloadable target, instead of everything fitting on a single sheet of paper, there's actually 3 different targets to get the 10 dots that you need for the drill. And the reason we had to change the target is as we shot it with a couple different shooters at some different skill levels, we realized that shots were being mixed on the dots, and of course that makes it pretty much impossible to accurately score. You don't want a shot from another string hitting another dot, and that's gonna affect the score in a pretty negative way, because it's very tough for us to tell what's going on. So we're gonna go through each string really quickly, guys, and then I will go over how we're going to score the drill versus how the drill is kind of originally scored. A little bit different, just to account for the match format. So on the first target here, target number 1, we've got 4 dots. Best way to do it, guys, is probably going to be just to post all 3 straight down. That gets plenty of room, plenty of space, on another backer. So string 1, guys, is going to be 5 continuous shots on dot number 1. Slow fire 1 time. Easy day. Dot number 2, the second string, is going to be draw, fire 1 shot on dot number 2, and you're going to do that a total of 5 times. So now we're 10 shots in. The third string, if you will, is going to be draw, fire 1 shot on dot number 3, and 1 shot on dot number 4. You're going to repeat that 3 more times for a total of 4 run through, so there should be 4 hits on each one of those. And of course, guys, there's detailed instructions on the score sheet, and as you can tell, it's also on the target itself, so you don't get lost. So string number 4 is draw, fire 5 shots to dot number 5, strong hand only. That's a tough one. The next string, guys, dots 6 and 7, draw 2 shots on number 6, 2 shots on number 7, repeat that a total of 4 times. And then your third and final target, dot number 8, from the ready position or really at your own pace, it doesn't really matter. 5 shots, dot number 8, weak hand only. So support hand, Of course, the shoot IDPA USPSA, weekend only means you can't be, supporting your wrist or anything like that. So if you want to have your strong hand against your body, totally fine, waving out, whatever. Just so long as your weak hand is unsupported, it's totally good to go. So you're going to do that once for 5 hits in dot number 8. And then in 9 and 10, you're going to draw, fire 1 shot on number 9, perform a speed reload, 1 shot on number 10, and repeat that a total. Is the target upside down? No, it's just the camera's flipped. You're going to repeat that 3 times for a total of 6 rounds on these 2 dots. So 3 here, 3 here. And that's it, guys. Now, normally, the drill, you have to basically shoot perfect 50 shots in the circles for the drill to count. We're not going to do that. We're going to score it similar to how we scored the test, the B8 target. 1 shot in the circle counts for 1 point. Simple enough, right? So 50 shots, 50 points rather, possible on this particular drill. The tiebreaker is going to work a little bit different in this week than weeks past. This week's tiebreaker, how we're going to break everything up, is going to be the total time that it takes you to complete the drill from first shot to last shot. And the way that we're going to do that is, of course, with video. Now, the best way to submit your video, guys, if you're using a phone, which most of you are, I haven't seen anybody, that's got a super trick set up. But if you're using a phone, Double Alpha has a free app called ClipShot. It's similar to Shot Coach. It's a free app, so you don't have to pay for it. But basically, you can record video directly in the app, and it's going to plot out your shot, so we can see, shot 1 through shot 50, and take that time. I don't want to, have the timer and have the start signal and have that that particular gap in there. If you do have the timer, we'll take the first shot out. I think it's probably the fairest way to count it. So it is your total time. So if it takes you 3 minutes to shoot the drill, then that's going to be your tie break score. So there's definitely some strategy involved, guys, in how quickly you attack different parts of this drill. There's some parts where you can kind of put the hammer down and get shave some time off, and other times you might want to take your time a little bit. So that's going to be kind of an individual thing that plays to your strengths to get the job done. Going back to the time thing, the other reason we're not using a shot timer as kind of the primary thing is some shot timers don't run as long as what it's going to take some of you to complete the drill. If your timer tops out, this drill could take a minute for somebody to complete. I've seen it take a while. Somebody's really taking their time and making sure they're getting their hits, which is going to be important because I think you're going to see a lot of 48s and 49s being shot here. So you never know if a perfect score that is shot at a little bit slower pace is actually going to bring the win home. So there you have it, guys. You can click the link and get the targets. It's 3 pages, so you can print those out, stick those on a backer. Again, 5 yards, so 15 feet away from the target. You guys have all been knocking it dead with how you're showing, the targets, the distance that you're shooting at. So all that's good to go, guys. I'm not too worried about putting out a dedicated standards video since we don't particularly have the time on the range this week. Again, there is still time to submit your week 3 scores. You have until the end of the day on Saturday, the 28th to get your week 3 scores in. So it's a great time to head out to the range, knock both week 3 and 4 out if you haven't already shot week 3, get your scores in, and then we will talk to you guys next week with the final scores. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck.